Bergamot is an oil that I just recently discovered. I have had it for probably over a year and never opened it. So I've tried to be intentional about learning more about the psychosocial and psychological effects of different oils. And if you are struggling to wrap your head around that, like I was, bergamot and white angelica will make you a believer. Pretty good with the physical aspects. You know, you put an oil on and the discomfort goes away, or you no longer having to take a seasonal discomfort over the counter tablet because your oils are working. You see the physical implications and results of using oils, but spiritually and emotionally, it's much harder for me. Some people it's not, and I wish I was more like that, but it's difficult for me to get my head around. So there's some books when I went to that raindrop class that were required, and I have been pulling. I haven't read through all of them, but I will go specifically looking for something. So feelings buried alive never die. This talks about how we, will take an emotion or a feeling and not deal with it, and we just push it down and harbor that feeling, and it goes to our organs, it goes to our body systems, and then we have physical physical results, or we see it physically about those emotions. So we need to deal with them, and we need to get them out. If somebody, I've said this in classes before, if a child says, I don't want to go to school because my stomach hurts, and they're fearful, if they're like being bullied and that's their excuse, my belly hurts, I don't want to go to school. Well, literally, their stomach can be hurting. That is where fear goes, and that's where we harbor it. So every organ and body system is where these emotions go, and we suppress them. And then we have problems with those systems or those organs. Another one is a more excellent way, and this is more spiritual. It is full of Bible verses that relate back to a certain body system, or maybe even a certain ailment. So all kinds of different things. Then bergamot. I'm going to read some stuff out of this book about bergamot. Releasing Emotional Patterns with Essential Oils. This book is already starting to show its wear because I have pulled it out a lot. But it's a fabulous, easy to read. It's another one of those that I haven't sat down and read the whole thing because I need to look for fear, or like the emotion of rage, and then it will tell you what oil and where to put it on your body. Relentlessness, sluggishness, stress, struggle, stubborn, stuck, self-hatred, self-esteem, sadness, anything that you can think of emotional, it's probably here. Okay, bergamot. Back to bergamot. Sorry. Bergamot oil is all about one's sense of self. Self-love, self-worth, self-acceptance, self-judgment, self-hatred. This oil helps us do the work necessary to step out of our fears of not being good enough, or our habits of holding back for fear of rejection of who we are. And it helps us learn to love and accept ourselves. It teaches us to find validation within, accept our own authenticity, not spend so much time worrying about what others will think about it. It also helps us in processing and releasing fear, criticism, need for approval, shame, and emotional pain. It may also help with feeling like a failure, or feelings of inadequacy, inferiority, or worthlessness by helping us step into our own confidence, empowerment, ability to play bigger, self-approval, and joyfulness. Don't we all want those feelings of being confident in ourselves, feeling empowered, being joyful? This oil has made me a believer in that. So I have been using it on my diffuser necklace. This is where I have just been diffusing it all the time. I always keep thieves on my diffuser bracelets, and I've been doing bergamot on the necklace. So you can diffuse it on jewelry. You can put it on you topically. You can diffuse it in your classroom, at your house, at work, in your car, wherever there is stress or tension. If you know that you are going to work and having to deal with something stressful, or maybe a stressful person that makes you stressed, not that I would have done that last week. Bergamot is what I might have taken to work, and I put it on several times a day. I put it on several coworkers during the day to help us deal with this one person who I should have poured this all over her. So I said her, didn't I? Nobody knows who it is. Okay, so diffusing it, putting it on topically. You can take a bath, put it on, and some Epsom salt to help you, calm down like you would with your lavender. Make your own Earl Grey tea. Get your tea and put a drop or two in it for Earl Grey tea of your own to help relax and calm you and give yourself some of that joyfulness and self-worth. So, it's a good one, bergamot.